Okay, I did install the mod of that person that came here and talked about it. It looks super cool. We'll see if it works. And I did install the Deadly Cavalry mod. We'll see how broken that is. Updated a few other mods that were getting basically updates. These towns are being raided. Bad for business. Army management. Luther army. "21 prisoners. Wait a minute, I got some fucking weird dudes that I don't want to have. We'll see who will spawn now. I actually didn't really look into that mod. I just saw good responses and a very in-depth explanation of what's going on in the mod. And it seems like what he did, he says that he just taps into the API of the game and just creates new troops in a different what's the word I'm fucking looking for? Different set of rules of spawning. I also saw a mod that slows down enemies that run away from you. I'm not sure if I need that because right now the game kind of revolves around you understanding how to build a company that can catch one or the other, but it's also true that it's kind of pain in the ass that they just keep running away indefinitely without, you know, tiring. Siege bombardment casualties get wounded instead of killed. 30%. I think you can fucking negate that as well because it's broken as well. Probably, I'm just speculating. These are massive fucking gangs of bandits. $146.49. I need 49, 51 more horses. Actually, let's make it 71, and that's it. We got the horsepower, and we just need the manpower. Need to hit another caravan to keep the money going. Jeez, man, this fucking town is thirsty. Beer and wine and all of that. Enslavers. Actually, you know what? Let's quickly check kind of his description of the mod, since I have no idea if they have like a background story to something. I just custom spawns it's called. The other one is Can't Run Forever. I should actually check if Can't Run Forever is a game breaking. We'll see what people say. I don't really need a genius level mod, can wait to use it. It runs smoothly, no more Carl Lewis looters. Does this also apply to parties that have enough horses for their army? I just created this mod today, so I haven't thought of this. I might consider making parties on horses less vulnerable to this effect. Oh. A second thought, I could make it so the players slow down if there is another party moving to engage them, but I don't think people would appreciate nerfing themselves. That makes sense. Let's see custom spawns. History books may be linear and filled with blah blah blah, aristocracy. What? The aim of this mod is twofold. First, it adds different hostile troops and troop trees into the game without modifying any of the game files. All with varying patterns of spawning. Second, it allows for modders to add new troops into the game themselves. The added chaos also makes economics harder to manage, as caravans can actually get looted and villagers captured. All of this is meant to make the game more immersive and have you actually experience what it is like to try to make a name for yourself in a war-ravaged land rather than a stable, economically strong country. There are others trying to make a name for themselves, making a living, or pursue more unorthodox ends. Bandits and custom spawns upgrade troops as they loot. For example, the initial setup of the mod is meant to be balanced, with the lords and armies still being much stronger than the custom spawns, as they should be. Some of the rarer spawns, each has less than 1% chance to spawn daily, are stronger than individual lords, but can be crushed by armies. However, you are free to change the size of the spawns. Currently the mod adds 23. He said 18 when he was already 23. Oh no, he said 18 new troops, yeah. And 23 new spawns parties with 18 troops, my bad. I thought he already added 5 more, that's fucking crazy. All integrated into a troop tree of their own. The different spawns have different schedules of spawning, with some spawning much more rarely and being stronger than lords themselves. Customization. I intend to make tutorials to explain how to use my API. You can look at the XML. Stable. The mod does not modify anything in the game. Mod compatibility, thanks and support. He has a Patreon. I mean, I don't like Patreon. I would have donated something, yeah. Your money or your life. A looter rank of donation. I'll think about it. What kind of units though they have? Wait a minute, the enslavers, that's desert bandits running from Bilia the Beni Zilal's party. What the hell? Mountain bandits, forest bandits, troops to recruit. No wonder I've been fighting stronger enemies, but I still was using that garbage bow that didn't do any piercing damage, or the ammunition is garbage as well. I didn't even get anything new. Let's see. Crusade versus Northern Empire, Southern Empire, and Sturgia. Dude, these fuckers are at a serious war, and it seems like they are the ones that are snowballing. How about we took Hush? Well, not Hush. What is this? Falk, I'm gonna call it. It's very remote from their support, it seems. Kind of, I guess. You know what? We might fucking check that out, man. Once we assembled all the troops I wanted. Imperial archers. And go and pay them a visit. What the hell did I just see? What is that? Oh. Everything is ravaged. There's like what there was like a fucking shitstorm of raids in this area after this war. Or during the war. Constant war has resulted in more and more people turning to banditry in the forests, and the chiefs have gathered the new recruits into a giant expedition. Is that? I don't remember that. That's probably his mod. What the fuck happened to these villages? They wrecked everything. Can't get a fucking single recruit. $177 horses, almost. $33 mountain bandits. Very interesting. I want to see my fucking archers kick some major booty. Let's see.
Hold arrows!
I wish he would say loose and not whatever he's saying. Let's see, 100 meters. Oh shit, I think I hit Alt F4, man. What the fuck? How did I manage to hit Alt F4? I don't know what I was trying to hit F4 because I was trying to do something. I was trying to tell them to shoot. Why was I holding Alt? I don't know. I really need to rebind some of the keys, damn it. Closer. What the fuck? There's a beta branch. Greetings, warriors of Calradia. Since the release of Bannerlord, we have shared a number of hotfixes patches with you. Address. Oh, they finally went into a beta branch 1.1. Oh shit. Let's read this. Check this out. Another patch? That seems to be today. Whoa, what the fuck is going on? It's on Saturdays. Wait a minute, am I reading 1.1.0? What in the actual fuck? They were working on this whole week, I think. Look at that. On top of the 9 patches, they got a massive... Let's see what they say. For this purpose, we intend to introduce 2 additional branches to Steam. Aside We have shared a number of hotfix patches. You address some of the most prevalent challenges that players were experiencing. At this point, we want to begin establishing a more structured patch process to better support content changes that bear a greater risk for your gameplay experience. For this purpose, we intend to introduce 2 additional branches to Steam. Aside from public branch, which players will use by default, we will also offer opt-in alpha and beta branches. The beta branch will include content that has gone through our initial testing and will be exposed to public testers for at least 1 week. During this period, we will address discovered issues with hotfixes. Our goal is a weekly cycle where we push our internal version to the beta and the prior beta version to the main Steam build. However, if serious challenges arise, we may delay an update until those issues have been addressed. The alpha branch will include content that is untested. It is intended for players, modders, and explorers that wish to be as close to development as possible, even at the cost of stability. Our goal is to update it daily with our latest development branch. Please be aware that opting into an alpha or beta branch may negatively impact your... And yeah, I want to do this, but I probably will not do it, because it might fuck up a lot of mods. I don't know. But damn, RAM and VRAM usage is reduced and many leaks are fixed. Scene loading performance improvements. I want this. And I'll tell you why, because I feel how long it takes to load a screen. It's so fucking annoying. I almost wish they didn't do all those different loading screens. Like when you manage your party and shit. Rare formation AI exception. No idea what that is. Crash, mount without a rider, heard an arrow. What? There was a crash that happened when a horse without a rider heard an arrow. What the fuck? So cavalry battles with fucking javelin throwers, with archers could crash your game because you will have a lot of horses standing around. A crash at the end of the army poachers. I think I did that quest. Crash that happens when campaign is started for the second time without exiting the game. Okay, a crash happened when selecting the option to attack in the rival gang leader. Okay, crash when AI characters try to barter prisoners. A bug where talking to a companion in settlements during the main storyline would crash the game. Okay, a crash in main storyline, conspiracy phase. Improvements, additions, and corrections for Turkish and simplified Chinese. New armor. Assigned a banner to poachers and other neutral parties. What do you mean assigned a banner? Where's my fucking banner? Overhaul all of the NPC faces to reduce asymmetry. Tone down exaggerations and create culturally appropriate and appealing phenotypes. Because there were some fucking ugly ass faces when you would like they would be happy when you captured them. There was like weird bugs with the faces. They're not great to begin with, but they were even worse. Updated some of the lords and ladies faces for a more culturally appropriate look. Updated nav matches. Sea bandit. I think that's the this should resolve unwanted fights in water and improve fleeing behavior in these scenes. No idea what that is. Civilian scene related fix. Night atmosphere illumination amount adjusted. Oh, I don't need the reshade. I actually forgot. But here it is. Illumination amounts adjusted. So that's I don't think the nights are gonna be dark as fuck as they were. Drill fixes for battle scenes. Winter season issues with step scenes have been fixed. Winter related problems with the other meshes are solved. Low poly tree meshes. Agent spawn position in some scenes are fixed. There's so many problems. Fix the season problem with Esterize Arena. An issue with Botania Arena spawn points being too close to each other. Fixed. Fix some scene issues of Esserai Village. Merlon physics issues. Landian Castle parts. Not interesting. Beard intersecting helmets issues were fixed. Okay. Bones problem. What the fuck? Oh, it's a specific armor. Updates on hero creation stages. Man. And this is a heavy game. Like, it's not like you can keep a copy of this. separately on a disc. Parties participating in an event are no longer moving, which fixes some footstep sound issues. Okay. What is this? Some clothes update, pauses over whole face animation, scene lighting, skin shader. Okay. Fix that campaign music could play many tracks in quick succession. Implemented trade perks that relate to profit and inventory, minor UI tweaks and fixes in crafting, barter, save, load, recruitment board, game, siege screens, no saddle visuals in inventory. Removed helmets from hero portraits to see their faces more clearly. Added weight carrying amount and speed mount icons and inventory mount tooltip. Fixed spacing issue with the. I think I'm gonna actually. There's just too much good stuff here. I'm going to download that and hope that it's gonna work. But it's gonna take me a moment because I need to download a couple of other mods as well. Yeah, I need to get the ones that are manually applied and not modules. I actually don't remember. There was something else that I was supposed to manually install, I think. Yeah, we're gonna let the game. Wait a minute. Is it on though? Can I get there? Beta 1.1.0. Yeah, we're gonna download this. Gonna download these. How much? Shouldn't be a big oh, it is actually a big file. In the beginning, all the hot fixes, they were minor. 6 minutes. Well, it's gonna take a while. And it's gonna shit on my bitrate. So, you know, I'm gonna fix everything and I'll be back in like 15 minutes. Once it's finished. Hopefully it works. Let's just quickly finish whatever was here. Added busy with an issue or busy with a quest or busy with a common area notification. Create a party. Fixed attribute and focus points tooltips to reflect correct numbers. Move number of corpses and maximum simultaneous sound event down to performance options. Implemented being able to sort move modules in the launcher. Oh, they did that, but you can do it now with the fixed launcher. Renamed resume game to save games. Added minor faction filter to clan page list. Da 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 da. Added new perk icons. Battle in sieges. Simulated battles no longer give more XP than fought battles. Added missing patrol spawns position to forest hideout scenes. AI quality for NPCs is now determined by skill points and the current weapon governing skill instead of overall character level. Oh wow, that is great. A tactics bug related to the defensive ring that occurred when archers ran out of ammunition has been fixed. An issue caravan villager battles that could potentially cause unexpected behavior. The agent processing level was corrected, cavalry not being able to hit enemies right next to them when they had swing blade weapons encircling each other endlessly. Issue fixed. Bodyguard troops could rarely stop moving when their commander died. This is now fixed. Bodyguard troops. Mounted agents can calculate enemy positions better and thus more accurately aim at their thrust attacks. Some agents couldn't move properly due to invisible scenes AI barriers. This has been fixed. Fixed some C-band and AI issues. Agents attack less often. Combat AI difficulty set to normal. Holding ready duration for attack was added as a driven property. Level 1 characters now start with 120 skill points. Use XP required to learn higher skill levels. Troops can now upgrade more easily. Reduce Wanderer's skill outside their main area of expertise, making them easier to level up. Made Wanderer age correlate roughly with their skills. Fixed a bug where fives were regarded to have negative value in barters if the everything has a price perk was enabled. Fix a rare bug when the AI proposed a kingdom decision on behalf of the player clan. Wow, very funny bugs here. Prices for armor were changed and high tier boots and gauntlets now cost more. Range weapons prices have been readjusted. Reviewed about a third of quest issues, improving dialogues and persuasion. Major changes in particular to Family Feud and Spy Party. Icons on banners and shields were not appearing, they are now fixed. Updated Imperial Legionary equipment, minor updates to Sturgeon troop tree equipment added because they were fucking getting killed left and right. Various other fixes to troop trees and stats. Armor values of various equipment have changed to better manage their visuals and increase faction armor variety. Riding a horse without a saddle now incurs 10% penalty to max horse speed and maneuvering. Interesting. Added an exposure compensation option that allows players to adjust the brightness level of the visuals to their preference. Fixed missing items for blacksmith characters in town. Some grammar mistakes and typos were fixed. Fixed a bug that caused the player character to be invisible. Fixed a bug that caused characters to spawn without any equipment. Jesus Christ, man. That's not all. That's only single player. There's a shit tons of stuff in multiplayer, single player and multiplayer. If the AI is not holding a ranged weapon, it tries to find ranged weapon in its equipment and uses this weapon to calculate attacking scores against distant enemies. During this weapon selection, some equipment was causing a crash. This was fixed. Improve the performance of the sound system. Thank God. Oh shit. Big improvements for the multi-core performance of the game. Interesting. We now select maximum sound count according to your CPU's core count. You can increase this setting if you have a recent CPU. We've also added a new very low 64 option. Nice. The thing about, I don't know what they did with the sound, but it's just being in such a battle. For me personally, I have like very sensitive to my ears. I don't like too much fucking noise, machinery or some shit. Too much, like it gets to me. So when you have like thousands of people and everybody are screaming and everybody are stomping, if the sound design itself is not pleasantly made, it's just fucking noise. And the way they stomp the ground, sometimes there's a glitch sound where it sounds like they're hitting the fucking a wooden deck on a ship, and it's just crazy. You would hear like boom, 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 boom. It's just terrible. So having 64, that means that not more than 64 sounds will play at the same time, which means you will have some relief on your ears. Some other minor performance improvements. UI sounds don't get cut by other UI events anymore. Edit is missile check to crafted weapons impact sounds like throwing axes. Fix ballista reload some phasing, minor changes in the hearable distance of loud sounds. Fix some Lendian scenes opening up with an echo. Improve the calculation of ranged units for the enemy's future position. Ranged units can target mount for different enemy bones. What? Cases that cause errors during this calculation are fixed. After issuing the hold fire command, the AI weapon selection gives less priority to ranged weapons that have a secondary melee mode. Added an option to disable controller vibration. Wait a minute, you can play this with a controller? Didn't realize that. I don't think they did. I don't think they realized that. Okay, gonna finish installing and I'll be back.